got 2 minutes. I think I'm just gonna share with you my dream pay-per-view card, because I was going through all these and I was like, dude, what would Kellen want to see? Even though all of these are pretty dang close to a dreamscape, but I'm gonna go a little hard in the paint here, because even though this obviously would never happen, but if they wanted to make Kellen UFC Ultimate Fighting Championship extravaganza, I think this is what you got to do. Okay, I can't make up my mind. I'll have you guys. I mean, whoever's watching this, the two people, Conor McGregor versus Iron Mike Tyson would be my main event. I mean, Iron Mike Tyson, Iron Michael Chandler, dude. But then I have a slash next to it in it. Conor McGregor versus Mike Tyson. Wow, that would be interesting there. Conor McGregor versus Iron Michael Chandler. I think that's got to be the main event by 5-minute rounds. But I also wouldn't be mad if you made Charles versus Islam. Just have Charles Islam just jump the pack, dude. I mean, have Islam Makhachev just jump everybody, because everybody wants to see the Charles fight. Because if we see the Charles fight, it's if Charles Oliveira can get past Islam Makhachev, the narrative of Charles Oliveira beating Khabib becomes that much more realistic. But in terms of I want to see more, I would think I would want to see the Charles versus Islam more. But in terms of what would be more exciting, I think Conor versus Iron Mike would be insanity. And I think Conor honestly has a good shot. I think Conor would come out on top. I don't know though. I don't know. So I'll give you the main event, but should I work from the bottom to the top or just I'm just going to keep going down. I think co-main event, you got to do 5-minute rounds of Colby versus Hamzat. Clear a lot of stuff up at the welterweight picture. See where Hamzat wrestling really is at. You know, I don't think Colby can take down Hamzat. I really don't believe so, and I don't think anybody in the welterweight division can. So I think that Hamzat gets by Colby. As crazy as it sounds, I really do think he gets by Colby, and I wouldn't have said that prior to the Gilbert Burns fight, but I don't know. I've had a lot of time to think about it, and the Gilbert Burns fight, just as much as in the moment I was like, dude, I was a little bit disappointed. I'm not disappointed at all. Hamzat did exactly what he needed to do. He made a fight out of it. But if Hamzat fights a little bit smarter, wants to be in less of a dog fight, I think that he gets by Colby. Next one, Paddy versus Ilia Topuria. I think that's the fight to make, just because I wanted to kind of base this around some of the like people. I wanted to base this card around like polarizing figures and who people would pay to want to see lose. I think people will want to see, just because of the heat that they had at the hotel, and then Paddy the Baddy versus, and people tune in to see Paddy and stuff, like either win or lose, and obviously he has a big following and stuff, but I really do think Paddy versus Ilia Topuria, because I think Paddy, he is bigger than Topuria, but I mean, Ilia, he looks so good against Jai Herbert, and he just doesn't go away, and he has the ability to hang with Paddy on the ground, and he also obviously has one-punch knockout power, so does Paddy. So I just think that this fight would be guaranteed. This is honestly one of the one fights that I want the UFC to make at some point, even though both are really young. I do think this is a fight down the line that will happen, but I would want this on my extravaganza card. Okay, then the next one is Sugar versus Cheeto 2. I think this one would just be fantastic. I mean, the way that Cheeto looked against Rob Font, he looked like the current UFC bantamweight champion. So then a fight against Sugar, we could see Sugar actually tested and get a little bit of a revenge, because everybody knows that he wants that fight back big time. He doesn't even count it, obviously, but I think that Cheeto versus Sugar, both of them are so long. I think that Cheeto, he's the only guy in the division that would not be, he's not scared to engage. I mean, I don't think that the other guys are, but I think people are definitely hesitant, because Sugar's striking is just on a different level than everybody else's in the division, I think, besides Petr Yan's boxing. But I do think, just because Sugar's so big, I think that Cheeto has the best attributes, besides obviously Corey Sandhagen, to kind of match that and not be scared. And then obviously Cheeto can take a shot. Like if he gets cracked, he's going to be right back in your face, pushing the pace. And I think Sugar could get tired or something. And I don't know, Cheeto just, no matter where the fight goes, it's really hard to say that a person has an advantage anywhere the fight goes. Like, it's hard to say that Cheeto is the lesser fighter in specific situations, no matter if it's on the ground or on the feet. You know what I mean? I just think that he has all the makings to be champion, and I do think that it's really hard when I match Cheeto up with somebody. It's hard for me to pick against Cheeto, just because of his toughness and his skill level. You know what I mean? So Yeah. And then the final one to kind of kick off the card would be Yadong versus Merab. I think this would just be an absolute firecracker of a fight. But just because both of them, they just have such similar skill sets. I've already talked about this dream matchup before, but Yadong, both of them have knockout power. Both of them have great wrestling, great scrambles, great submissions. It'd be 3 rounds. It'd be 50 minutes of madness if it went that far. But then, yeah, if I was to make a like a prelim one, like a prelim, you know how they say, like, give a little taste of, like, for people that buy the pay-per-view, even though people would have no problem buying this pay-per-view, obviously. But if I had to make one, I think I would go like, I mean, it'd be hard. What if they did like a title fight for a prelim, a prelim main event? That would be absolutely crazy. I don't know. But if I was to make like a girl fight or something, even though I really do want to see Mahina Rodriguez get a title shot, I would want to put that in there somewhere because I think she's got all the makings to do it. Also, I don't know, make a 125-pound title shot. I mean, like Valentina versus somebody. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at here, dude. This is, what are we at, 34? All right, I'm signing off.